everybody? This your boy Sambay. This is episode 18, the season finale of Sambay Honors. Let's call this season 1. Season finale, alright? Now, before we get into anything, as usual, let's give glory and honor to whom it is due. Let's give glory and honor to God for the grace to be alive, for the grace to see this new day. Without Him, I won't be making this video. You won't be watching this video. We won't be alive. We won't be walking. We won't be talking. We won't be seeing. We won't be hearing. All these things by the grace of God. So let's give glory and honor to God first. Now getting into episode 18, man. Before I say and get into the episode, I have some things I want to say. When I first started, let me say when this idea came to me, when this vision came to me, of course I had no idea how to go about it. But unlike anything I ever felt before, I felt this urge to go and do this. I don't know. I can't explain the feeling. But it was not something that I would say I thought of on my own. I would just say it's something that came from God, that Sam, you need to do this and you need to do it quickly. Everywhere I was going, especially when I traveled out of the country. When I went to London, that urge I felt was stronger than anything. I was at my job, it's in my office. All of a sudden I found myself buying a ticket. I didn't tell my parents, I didn't tell my siblings, I didn't tell any of my friends. I just went ahead and took the steps in order to get this thing done. When I did episode 1, when I did episode 2, I started getting feedback. Both good, both bad. Number one thing in this life I want you guys to remember: you can never please everybody. Never. And the moment you feel as though you can please everybody, you're putting your own self in danger. You're putting your own life in trouble. I started getting calls left and right. Both good, commending me, and both bad, trying to disgrace me. I started feeling bad. I'm thinking but is this not something that's good? Why are people putting me down? But then that thought just came to my head. To me, well, a person without enemies is a person without any quality. So I accepted it. Just complete what I told you to do. See, it is impossible for me to do everything, for me to get everybody. If I don't get to you, it does not mean I don't recognize you, does not mean I don't love you, does not mean I don't respect you, does not mean I don't honor what you do. But I cannot get to everybody. There are certain people that I ought to put in that I could not. That I did not for one reason or the other. But that doesn't mean I don't love you. This idea is like a vision that came. And see, when a vision comes from God, it's going to be tested. It's going to be challenged. Now, there's two ways to go about it. Are you going to allow what people say to destroy what you were supposed to do? If that's the case, you really didn't want it. You really didn't believe in it. If you allow somebody to mess you up, if you allow somebody to stop you from doing what you're supposed to do. But that challenge is only there to test you. It's just to prove that it came from God. So now I'm on my last episode. If it was to be left to what I have heard outside, I would have been done by episode 2. But then at the end of the day, this is something that has never been done before. This is something that nobody has ever put forward. They may have thought it, but they didn't manifest it. Now let me say God used me to do this. It's just a stepping stone to show it's just a start. It's just a stepping stone to what could come. Somebody else can pick it up from here and do greater. But this is just my effort to do the little I can do for we as instrumentalists, we as musicians, we as talking drummers. See, if somebody else was to do this, their list would be different than mine. You know, to each their own. But it doesn't mean that the rest people or somebody that I didn't recognize, it doesn't mean I don't care for them. It doesn't mean I don't love them. It doesn't mean I don't honor them. But everybody's experience is different. It's for all of us. I want you guys to look at it as something for all of us. Just because if I don't recognize your name, how many do you expect me to do, sir? How many do you expect me to do, ma? I'm only one person. I funded everything from my own pocket. Out of love. Out of kindness. It should be God is love. It should be we're all serving God. So I'm just doing the little I can do because of Him for you. If you are offended, Joe, please, don't be upset with me. I'm like, I can only do the little I can do. But I want you to take this as something that's for all of you. That Sambay roti what Sambay for remembered us. Some people, I've heard some bad, like I said, but some people that I didn't even recognize, some people that I didn't even know, came to me and said, "See, I see what you're doing." They encouraged me. I don't know them before. They just say, "I watch what you do." And I respect it. I love it so much. It's comments like that that keep me going. It's comments like that that make it worthy. All the prayers that people have rendered that you guys seen in the videos to me. It's a fulfillment for me to see that this thing means something to the people, to all of you. Because I know I've heard the story you guys have been through. And I want you guys to share it with the world the best way I can. So with that being said, please open your hearts to understand the meaning of why this was created in the first place. Understand it, and let's just operate in love. Let's be united. There's one love. I have love for everybody. Our God is love. So I want to share with you a quote that I learned. And it says, "Our kindness is not to elevate our reputation or make us look good in the eyes of other people. Real kindness does not seek to find glory for ourselves. Instead, kindness gives glory to God." It takes a heart. It takes love for somebody to do what has been done here. And that's all I'm trying to promote here. Is love for all my people, all my bosses that has been in the game. And I hope you can feel it from me to you. Alright? Now, getting into episode 18, the final episode. These are some people that I did not get to meet. Some people that I did not get to go to. Some people that I had planned that I did not get to do. So there's no interviews in this. Alright? But I just want to explain my experiences with each of these people, how they have helped me, how I have learned from them, tapped from them. Again, there is many people that I still were not able to add into this. But like I said, this is just a start. This is just a jump. Alright? This is just a stepping stone to what could be to come in the future. Now, number one. Ongujiri more or less is like a father to me. For anybody that knows, especially in this DMV area, this Maryland area, you know Ongujiri was the first talking drummer. So I've heard. So I've been told. He was the first talking drummer in the United States of America. I'm not going to say and lie and put any dates that I do not know. I don't know. But from what I heard, he was the first talking drummer in America. I did not get to do him for various reasons. But let me just say, I thank God for his life. Sometime last year, 2019, the devil attacked him with a stroke. But glory be to God. He is alive. He is well. He's still playing talking drum. He's still smiling. And I give glory to God for that. One of my big mentors that I've always looked up to, I've always watched and admired. Check out some clips of him and me and him as well. Now, number 2. Samwell Ayoka, aka Second Samwell. Second. 2 ND. Second Samwell. Uncle Sam. Such a lively person, I would say. I love his swag. I love his spirit. I love when somebody is playing talking drum and they're smiling. They're dancing. They're enjoying it. That's one thing about Uncle Sam. You will see it in the videos when you watch it. Always dancing. That technique. He was the first person that I ever seen do side stick. Like you know when you hit the rim shot on a snare, and you hit the rim on the talking drum. He was the first person I ever heard do that. One thing he also taught me, see, if you move close with talking drummers, majority of the time they'll be anxious, they'll be glad to share their knowledge with you. He was the first person to actually teach me how to fix, the mouth of your okpa. When your okpa messes up, so you hit the microphone, then the owl starts to come off, right? He just told me, I think he looked at my stick when he said, just to fix this thing is very easy. All you have to do is take the skin, you do this, you do that, you just wrap the string around it and cut it off. That's it. You fix it. Just like that. And so that was one thing I picked up from him, man. His energy, his spirit, I just love it. I love it so much. He's been the same from way before I started playing professionally to now. A very open-hearted person to date. If you watched my videos from last year, from my Jemu Harvest, you see he was with us. played with us on Saturday at the musical night. He played with us on Sunday during the song before sermon. Go check that out. See him, just a very free spirited person. Check out some clips.
That's a very popular one.
Yes.
Number 3. Number 3, Baba Olu. We call him Baba Olu. That's Mr. Olu Benga Adisa Ayontoye. That's Uncle Olu in New York. Believe it or not, Uncle Olu was probably like, let me say, my first mentor. And when I say mentor, I mean I looked up to him. He may not, you probably would never know this though. But now that I'm saying, he shall know. When I wanted to give him this interview, I wanted to do this interview. He had no idea. Like I said, nobody knows what I wanted to do. It was impromptu. As you can see, I'm making this. It didn't happen, but it was impromptu, and I was in New York in December. I was only there for 2 days. So I gave him a call. He didn't have my number saved. He didn't know my number. So I gave him a call. I said, Uncle Hulu, you know speaking? He said, no, I don't know speaking. I said, this Sambay. Sambay, how you doing? So I said, how can we meet? Can we meet? So like I said, it's impromptu. It's nothing was planned. He said, I'm busy now, but I can see what I can do. Let me see what I can do. I'll give you a call back. I never got the call back. But later on, I heard, he reached out to somebody like, Sambay called me. So she could see, like, I wonder what he wants me for. But at that time, I guess I already started releasing it. Or maybe I did not start releasing these episodes. But I'm sure he knows now. He will know now why I've been doing this. So that's it. That was the reason. But there's a lot of things I picked from him. A lot of things. I think he was the first person I actually seen roll. But with him, you have some people that roll like this with the whole hands. And some people, he rolls with like his finger. He has, long fingers. So he'll roll with his fingers. And I got that from him. There's a lot of things I got from him that I'm not going to share with you guys. But if you know, you know. But yeah, definitely Uncle Lou was definitely one person I looked up to. I played with him. I played with him a lot. I played conga under him. I played umili, especially beside him. It's been a long road. He's known me since I'm a child. I remember the first time. See, one of the biggest things any talking drummer can do for you is either give you okpa, give you out of their spray money. Those are those are the two things. Or of course, share their knowledge with you. Well, I remember one time I was playing conga, This was 2006, and I think it was our first time playing together. So I was playing conga, and he just enjoyed it. He gave me and my brother out of his spray money. So I remember there was this one show we had in New York. This was the first show I think I played with Uncle Olu, and I didn't play conga. So we get to the show, everybody's doing sound check or whatever. There's a conga there, but I'm just like, nah, I'm not playing the conga. So he looks at me, he's like, say your conga now. So no, I'm not playing omelet. I'm not playing conga today. And that day, my brother didn't play drums. Uncle Shagun, Ogede, and Uncle Olu played together. So he's like, oh, you're not playing conga. So what are you gonna play? You gonna play omelet? Me and Michael's gonna play omelet. You sure? Yeah. You can play omelet? So yes, sir. So okay, let me hear some patterns. So at that time, Uncle Tony Arijo and Toyoshi Omele played just came to America. So that was 2008. So them two came to that show too. But anyway, that was 2008. So at that time, we learned a lot. We picked up a lot from when he used to play. So we were just playing some patterns for him. So we played like he said, give me 3. So we played 3. He said, okay, good. Let's see. We played the show. One thing I respect about him is how he's always keeping himself up to date. Always giving himself up to date. Like, it's not a joke. He doesn't sleep. He is doing his work. Though he's older, but he doesn't let that stop him. He's still doing his homework, still learning. And that's great, man. I love that. I love that spirit. I love that. I respect that so much about him. That's the boss right there. So it's just little things that people do you'll never forget. So that's one thing about him that I keep with me. I keep with me. I remember. I keep with me. But yeah, check out some clips. Now, number 4. For Uncle Samson Raji. Uncle Samson. Uncle Samson ought to have had his own episode, but like I said, this is for people that I could not get to. Uncle Samson did a lot for me. And the most important thing I would say he did for me, he taught me how to fix talking drums. He was the first person to teach me how to fix talking drums. When he wanted to teach me, I'm sure, and I know that there's some people that went behind and tried to discourage him from teaching me. Try to like let him not do it. He didn't like. Some people didn't want him to teach me for one reason or the other. But one thing I respect about him, what Uncle Samson wants to do, he's going to do. What he does not want to do, he will not do. And there's nobody in heaven and earth that can stop him. And I thank him for believing in me. I thank him for helping me. I didn't have the materials. I used all his materials to learn. I messed up. But he stuck by me. It meant a lot. It means a lot. You know, there was a time where he would come to Maryland purposely just to fix drums. Sometimes he can drive, or we can drive anywhere. So when I wanted to start this episodes, I thought about he had got a job, and he drives tractor trailers. So you are on the road 24/7. So I knew there's no way I could get him to do this thing. So I didn't even bother to bring it up to him. I didn't try to corner him like I did everybody else, because I knew it's just not gonna work. So, but this is my way of appreciating him. This is my way of showing him that he is not forgotten in my book. I will always have a special place for him here. It's always love. Check out some clips.
Way back in the 60s, pound was all we had, we were groovers. Motor today once again with my band of 5 and 6, talk about oil boom and men of caliber. Greed and jealousy grew steadily within, we slowly degenerate. A wonder song from a wonderland didn't make a blunder, still makes me wonder. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay, Onkolade, let me say 2009, 2010, You see, when you're young, man, Facebook is something else, man. We used to chat all the time. Me and Kola, we used to chat all the time. You know, there's this song. If you guys should know this song. Baba ti so daddy you ti ja so pe. Baba ti so daddy you ti ja so pe. That's his brother's song. So he's the one that played. If you hear that album, it's on Kola that played on that album. But that's his brother that sang that song. So of course, put two and two together. Now, what I learned from him most, what I learned from Uncle Kolade most, what I took from him the most, image. My image. You see, anything you want to do in this life, what determines your decisions is your vision. It's your vision. Uncle Kolade was the first person I've ever heard, especially first instrumentalist, first talking John I ever heard tell me he doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke. He even moved to the fact that he said never even tasted alcohol before. Wow. Wow. That's rare to find. It's rare to see. You know? And I adapted that. Alcohol and all those things is just not me. You know, it's just not me. But the reason why I stuck to it most importantly is because as a musician, we have a stereotype on us. And it could be a burden on us, especially we younger ones. Like, look at it now. I'm still young. I've not married yet. When any parent wants to hear that the person their daughter wants to marry is a musician, they're going to think twice. They're going to think twice because of the stereotype that's on us. Because the stereotype, we either drink, we smoke, we womanize, or we all three. So for me, it's a goal for me. I'm not a saint. I'm not perfect. But it's a goal for me to break that thing. I asked my mom. I said, Mom, you don't want my sister to marry a musician? How about when I want to get married? If my fiance's parents say they don't want me to marry their daughter, how would you feel? That sunk into my mom. That sunk into her. She was like, you know what? Hands off. But also on we as well, we have to live up to what we're saying. We have to give them a reason not to want to believe them. So even if I'm the only one, because I know I have people behind me that's following me, that are watching me, that are looking up to me. So I have to lead by example. And Uncle Ade taught me that. He taught me about my image. And by the special grace of God, I would like to say I kept it the best way I know how. Through the strength, through the grace of God. Uncle Ade, God bless you. Check out some clips. 6. Ayon Yemi. Some people say Akon. Some people say Akano. Bonku Yemi. Bye Ife. That's Mr. DD. Dunkin' Donuts. Oh my god, Uncle Yemi is a character. I love Uncle Yemi. In 2009, 2010, he used to be back and forth Maryland, Rhode Island, playing with us. What I learned from Uncle Yemi is, see, anytime I come around, we have plenty of shows in Maryland, everybody knows that. But I don't really play without something like that. Sometimes I go to play with somebody else, play something. So anytime I come to this stage, Uncle Yemi will drop the drum for me and play. Even if it's the last 5 minutes of the show. We were in Rhode Island one time. We went for his church anniversary. Then we went to his house afterwards. So Uncle Yemi said, go into that closet. Go and bring one drum. So yeah. Say my name. Ayon Yemi. Ayon Yemi. I said, okay. Pricked it up. Of course, I didn't play right. He said, no. You didn't get it. Try again. I tried again. Yeah. You didn't get it. Bring it. So he played it for me. Yeah. Played it for me. That day opened my eyes like, wow. It may be small to you. You don't think it's a big thing. But for me, that was a big tip for me. That was something I learned a lot from that little thing. On top of that, he gave me some exclusive videos of him when he was playing with Great Harmony Band. Their first show in America, and one of the shows they did in New York. And I have it to this day. He sent, I left there. We were watching it in his house. I left there. He promised to mail it to me, and he mailed it to me. What are we saying here? That spirit, that love, that's just showing me that you want me to learn. Just showing me that you want me to improve. That's what else is there? What else can I ask for? One love, Uncle Yemi. Check out some clips. Number 7. Number 7, Mr. Sunday Adewusi, aka Uncle Ade. Okay, now with Uncle Ade, I actually tried to have an interview with him. I did. Let me prove it to you. Check this out. I just want you to explain your life.
Oh my God.
From where you started to how you got to where you are right now.
Damn, this is a big job, man.
I know it's a big job.
Not a big
Damn.
So your name, where you're born, where you're from, and we move from there.
Why didn't tell me this before?
If I tell you, it won't be the same. I want to
my
catch you on the
God.
spot.
But I have to plan. I have to plan myself.
I know, but you know yourself now, so it's no problem.
You know what you can do, right? Don't let it be today. Because first, this is 9:40. So next 10 minutes you have to leave the place.
You close at 10?
No time. If you can do it like this, so tomorrow morning what you do? Work.
Time is the problem.
Or you have to go to work, right?
Just cut it as short as you can. Doesn't have to be long.
I'm a close leg, man. Because I don't want to do the half job.
I know.
Yes. To repair, something like that, right? If you start it, you have to finish it.
Of course.
You can't just start but it's not what I can just say within 10, 15, 20 minutes it's going to finish. It's going to take like 2 hours.
I know.
Because this is big interview. I like it, but there's no time.
So how do you want to do it?
So, because okay, start now and then 10, 15 minutes,
Okay, what time do you
Because
close?
what you want to say,
I'm here.
I like it. Are you getting me right?
Yes, sir.
But it's not 30 minutes, 1 hour's program. Believe me. Because it's a long journey. It's a long journey. I'm 57 years old. And a lot of things happen. On that field we are, it's a long story. So what I can do is that, you see, today is 2nd, right?
Yes.
I'm going to be here by 2nd of January. That day is Thursday.
Okay.
I think New Year is Wednesday.
Okay.
Wednesday is New Year. So Thursday, Friday, I have program with Ayuba here. Then Saturday, I have program with Ayuba. So go back to New York on Sunday. But that's Thursday.
So yours.
So it's okay. So because if you finish it, even I did so had the part of it. So it's not what you can just finish in 30 minutes. To why people just came and tell her if you let me know before. It's around 7:30 I woke up. People have just tell you to come to where I am. So that morning around 12:01, so by 3 we can finish it. So but now,
Tí ọba dẹ̀ tún ti jamala.
God,
Mo ní tí ọba tún ti jamala.
this is jam, yes. So let's do it like that. So
January.
Because it's something that you're
let's
going to
fix
need
another
time.
date.
Because the moment you started talking about something,
Yeah.
something else will come.
No,
Something else
it's
will
a
come.
lot.
Yes.
I know.
a lot.
But it's a great idea, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
this thing, right?
It's a great idea.
Yes,
Believe
last year,
Mainly for you, it means so much to you.
yes,
Right.
I like it. I really like it. So let's fix another day.
Okay.
Let it be on the 2nd. Okay.
January 2nd.
What's your program on that day?
You see, I tried. For one reason or another, it didn't happen. But Uncle Adi definitely is amongst the top maybe 3. Amongst the top, he's probably the top 3 most respected, most valued, most celebrated talker drummers in the USA. Facts. No exaggeration. Yep, Uncle Adi. Now let me tell you what Uncle Adi, my experience with Uncle Adi. we didn't play together that much in my young age. The first day, I can't even say when I remember I first met Uncle Adi, but I know I've seen his face many times. In 2009, I had there was a harvest, Peace Parish harvest, and we've been playing there since 2008. So 2009, they called Uncle Adi to play. So I played on Umile with Uncle Adi. Then when it was anthem time, we rehearsed with them. So I said, Uncle Adi, I rehearsed anthem. Oh, no problem. So I played Talk Drum. Uncle Adi played Umile behind me. He played Umile for me. Can you imagine? That was 2009. Then, now, I think the same 2009, if I'm not mistaken, 2009, 2010. One of the artists here in Maryland called me and my brother to play for this artist. Ooh, I'll never forget this day. So we got there early, of course, because the man that called us to play with the artist, came from Maryland, and the show's in Delaware, and we came to, came with him to set the equipment and everything. So, yeah. So I had my talker drum. I was playing. I was doing my sound check. Wow, doing my sound check. Then Uncle Adi comes in with Uncle Inonjo. Last episode, right? Uncle Adi looks at me and said, "Sam, come." He said, what are you playing here?" I said, "Talking drum." He said, "Bring your talking drum." Guess what Uncle Adi does? He ties my talking drum. He gives it back to me. That means I'm playing Umile for the night. No problem, sir. I played Umile that night. You see, those are the things you have to go through. Those are the things you have to go through. Those are the lessons that challenge you to push yourself. There's still some more. 2016, I went to one Ayuba show in New Jersey. After we had a show in New Jersey, after the show, we went to Ayuba. We said, "We want to see Ayuba play." My brother ends up playing at the show, so I gotta stay there and wait for him. After we finished the show, we on our way to the bus station. So it's me, the driver, my brother, Uncle Adi's in the front seat. I think 2 other people in the back seat with us. It's silent in the car. Uncle Adi says, "Sambay?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "Y'all trying. But your way is not to." So your way is not to. So if anybody, if you know God, you know the way God is. Your way is not to. So I'm only telling you this because I like you. If I didn't like you, I'll just let you be playing. And yeah. So I'll be coming to your side. So day. Come and meet me. I'll show you some stuff. I said, "No problem, sir. Thank you, sir." That's another thing that could discourage you. It could discourage you, but you have to understand. One thing I took from him, I took it as tough love. Tough love and a challenge for me. I'm born and raised in America, but nothing is impossible. Remember all the stories I just told you about my experience with Uncle Adi? I never thought I would see the day where I play his talking drum. And not even just his talking drum, but my favorite talking drum of his. I became somebody that he tied talking drum for to play Umile, to somebody that he said he took off his own drum to give me to play. God, who am I? Glady. Much respect, sir. Always. Much respect, sir. Always. I just took it as a challenge. I didn't get upset. I didn't get mad. It was to build me. It's to build me. And I appreciate you for that. Check out some clips.
Enjoyment forever. Oh, Tawa Lorun. Baby Tawa Lorun. Oh, Tawa Lorun. Baby Tawa Lorun. Oh, Tawa Lorun. Baby Tawa Lorun. Lágbájá mi kọ́ Fújì o. Nigeria have the best talking drums.
Finally, number 8. You guys may not know his name. Mr. CQ Adepoju. I don't know him. I've never met him. However, I put him here. I must acknowledge him because he has done what somebody would think as the impossible. He has accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. He has accomplished what I dreamed to accomplish. Imagine a talking drummer receiving a Grammy Award. The Grammy is the top award a musician can get in America. And he has received it as a talking drummer. Tell me, what is impossible? Baba, I want you all to search his name in Google. How many talking drummers can you search in Google? I'm not talking about pull up your Facebook page. I'm not talking about pull up your YouTube page. You have a Wikipedia. You have a website. You are grounded in your craft. How many? This truly is a role model to me because he had the vision. He did the unexpected. That is greatness at the finest. And I can't wait for the day I get to meet you, tap from you, and hopefully achieve more than you were able to achieve. Baba, God will bless you for us, give you long life and prosperity. I'm going to meet you one day. I know I will. Thank you all for watching. That's the end of episode 18, the season finale of Sambay Honors. Man, like I said before, my people, I cannot get to everybody. There's plenty of names. There's plenty of people that have worked. I may name you a few that many of them have spoke about, that you've seen. You've heard of Baba Razaki that played for Sunny Ade. You heard of Baba Simoni that played for Obe. That's even one that I had in mind to do. When I went to London, unfortunately, I could not meet him. But I believe that I will have my one-on-one time with him, and I will share with you all when the time is right. And number 3, you heard of Mr. Kofu Wonder, the Wonder Man. All those people, they are the bosses. All those that I did not mention, this is all for you. We are all one. Think of it and take it that this is all for you. I cannot get to everybody, but these are people. These are people. These are people that I've been with. These are people that I've moved with. These are people that I look up to for real. Also to all my babas out there, to all my bosses out there, please, see, I want you guys to understand, everybody, not even just them, everybody in life, including myself, young, old. I want you to understand that this life is a relay race. You know what relay race is? You know when you're racing, you have the baton. I'm not gonna use that baton here. You have the baton, right? Once you're running, you get to that point where you have to pass that baton to your teammate, for your teammate to run and take the race to continue to the next, in order for you guys to win the race. Which means that whatever you have, please don't die with it. We don't live by what we put on this earth. We live in people. That's the greatest achievement we can do. What are you depositing in the next person? I am able to sit down here and talk about my experiences with each one of these people, because each one of them has deposited something in me, knowingly or unknowingly, and I'm sharing it with the world, so the world can do the same thing. See, Baba Kipe is gone now. God rest his soul. But I know how many people, if you go and look back, how many people have gained from him. What all the greatness they had to see. Keeping God rest your soul. I remember when we went to see you in the hospital that day. Ah, man. I don't know why I didn't take a picture. But it was just a sad view to see. But he was just assuring us that don't worry, I'm going to play my talking drum again. So I see you, Sam. I see you, you're doing so well. Keep it up, keep it up. Those were his last words to me. I just know for a fact, though, he didn't die in vain. He didn't leave this earth in vain. He left a humbling impact on all of our lives. And I'm sure we can all testify to that. So let us adapt that same spirit, that same characteristic. One day be one day, we're all going to leave this earth. What would that person you leave here say about you when you leave? That's what life is about. Let's keep that. And that's the purpose of this thing. Guys, I appreciate you for tuning in. For all the talking drummers, for all the Sakurai players, all the people I've done from episode 1 to 17, 18. Thank you for joining me. But before we go, I want to do one thing. I just want to pray. I want us to pray. Can we pray? Let's pray. Father Lord, in the beginning of everything we acknowledged you. And now that this is coming to an end, we're acknowledging you again. Thank you on behalf of this season. I think on behalf of this episodes. I think on behalf of this idea. Most especially, I think on behalf of all the people that I've mentioned. And all the people I did not mention. I thank you on behalf of them because of them, people like me are able to get to where we are today. Because of what they laid, because of their efforts, Father Lord, we are able to reap from it. Pray that you pray for them. Extend your grace, your blessings, long life, good health unto them in Jesus' mighty name. I am so grateful for being used to do this. I am most especially grateful for how they have individually impacted me in one way or another, knowingly or unknowingly. There are many people that when I drop these episodes, even though they were not one of the people I got the chance to honor, they understood the concept, they understood the idea, and they prayed for me, and they acknowledged the efforts that's being done into this. I pray that you extend that same knowledge to all those that are feeling any other type of way. Help them to open their hearts to understand in Jesus' mighty name. We are all one. I pray that your love continues to camp around us. I want to pray for we as musicians, pray for we as talking drummers, that God should continue to uphold us, that God should continue to keep us. I pray and I'm grateful for God using me to get this out to the world. I pray that as I have done it, it makes a difference. I pray that for all the ones that have prayed for me on video, for all the ones that have prayed for me behind the camera, for all of those that have prayed for me even not in my face, Father Lord, pray for them. All those that are whatever everyone is wishing towards me, Father Lord, I pray you pray the same for them. As we have done this, as I have done this, oh Lord, bless, fulfill your purpose in all of our lives. One thing we all have in common, one thing they all have in common is that their purpose to play this drum, the love of playing this drum, it all took them from Nigeria to different parts of the world. They have discovered their gifts and used it to make a name for themselves. Reason why I'm able to celebrate them now. For everyone that's watching, whether they're a musician or not, help them to discover their gift, to make them relevant, to make them known in this world, to make their purpose be fulfilled in Jesus' mighty name. May this not be in vain, Father. I have done this because of you. If I am to go tomorrow, if one of them are to go tomorrow, only you know. But at least as this is out there, oh Lord, accept it as an effort well done. Continue to strengthen me to be able to do more than this if you allow me to. I thank you, Lord, for what you've done. Thank you, Lord, for the completion. Pray for us all in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. You guys be easy, be safe out there. Continue to move in love. Continue to move in care. Let's unite. Let's keep each other together. Let that love remain strong. God is love, people. Thank you for watching Sambay Honest. God bless.